Team coverage continues tonight along the shore. Plenty of cities and towns spent the day making sure that they are ready for the rain, the wind, and the potential for flooding. And as Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland shows us, they're not the only ones.
New Haven Harbor, Long Island Sound right behind me, and there are a number of concerns with this storm, but the big one, flooding. When you take the tide, you factor in that onshore wind. Tomorrow's high tide in the morning could be up to 3 feet higher than normal.
It hasn't flooded in a while. There's still the sand down from the last flood.
Living along the shore in Milford, Brendan Moore O'Connor knows it all too well. He's been flooded out before, and he expects it to happen again.
I'm leaving now. I'm not staying.
So while he's making plans, so too are the crews at Milford's Department of Public Works.
We were out checking all the basins in our low-lying areas, just to make sure all debris, sticks, leaves are all cleared from the basin top so they can drain correctly.
For them, the main concern is flooding, factoring in high tide and onshore wind. And speaking of the wind, there's the potential for power outages.
We're prepping with the tree crew, getting all the saws, chippers, everything ready to go. Going through the equipment in case we got to move sand from the low-lying areas down in the Bayview or Point Beach area.
Up the coast in New Haven, it's the same, where its Emergency Operations Center is ready to monitor the conditions.
Because our stormwater system relies on gravity to get rid of the water, when the tide goes up, we have a lot of low-lying areas in New Haven, and there's rain. The water cannot leave, and so it sits there until the tide goes down.
And with all that water on the road, there's a concern about a flash freeze tomorrow night when the temps plummet.
It poses some risk and challenges, but we've got all hands on it.
Back in Milford, Brendan says he loves living by the water, but this is the trade-off.
99 out of 100 days is fantastic. We're going to flood. It's going to freeze.
And it's not just the storm. Tomorrow night, when the temperatures drop, it's going to get very cold. That's why New Haven, following the state's lead, launching its severe weather protocol, and that means it will be opening up its warming centers tomorrow night, starting at 6, and it'll last through Monday afternoon. With the mobile newsroom in New Haven, Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.